we're currently being broadcasted. Hello, everybody. My start and begin in just a few minutes. Hello, hello. Oh, hello. Yeah, I think that's loud enough. Hey folks, we're about to begin the thing. We're just testing out the camera really live streaming. One. Okay, so we're doing a little test right here. We're on live. I have my buddies here helping me out with the stream right now.
Testing. Number.
No, I mean like guys, talk quiet. Now, for those familiar with my artwork and stuff, where I pretty much do like Dungeons and Dragons and things for my club. And so, one thing I like to do, dungeon map, create my maps for dungeons that the crew has to go into. So to prepare for that, how do you exactly do? I came up with a really cool solution. These things. They're called geomorph. Now, each one of these things in particular is just a chunk of 10 by 10 printed on a big 11 by 17 really come out in a pin. Simply take a chunk, put it there, and then other part right there, and just snap them together. Make an instant. Really good for But I even have a blank one too. As you can see, it's a 10 by 10 square. Really cool. And this is just for like dry erase. You want to make your dungeon with, say you want to make like huge elaborate dungeons. Something like say this. You want to make something like this that's like big enough for everybody. You could make it out of these tiles and stuff. It's look like something like it's huge. 5 chunks by 5 chunks, and they just snap together. I love how it comes out. You also see these little icons too. Talk about that later. For the most part, we're just going to talk more about the layout and everything. Let's now that I talked about that, you guys probably want to make your dungeon, right? Geomorphs are still being worked on. I plan to make like a whole book of their kind of way. Instead, we'll make our own. Something like this. As you can see, these use custom shapes and things like that to represent a dungeon. That's what we're going to be working on today. Started really cool. I used several different things. The program I used for graphical manipulator, or GIMP as it's called. This program is just like Photoshop. It's very smooth, very fast. Loads up everything, and it's like a pane of glass, a layer, by simply clicking the button. My face. I'll show you guys in a bit. So let's begin. Okay. Right here, these are our layers. Ah. Give me 1 second, folks. I just have to fix it really quick. They can't see us right now, so the camera's off. Right? Excellent. Okay, so that might have been a little loud. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, so now to begin the first lesson. What we're going to be doing is using this large poster-sized table here. It's exactly each square is about exactly 1 inch, measured in 96 pixels, and there's about 28 this way and 22 this way. It's all perfectly set up and everything, and ready for whatever. We're gonna use this for the lesson today. Now, like I said before, this little thing is kind of my tools and set to build the dungeons and stuff. I have a bed icon, a statue icon, enemies, doors and stairs, a fireplace, and some barred windows and a pillar. Also some of these special things. Treasure, special key, secret, doorway entrances go through. and traps. We'll talk about those when we get to when we get to there. But for right now, we're just going to work on actually making our dungeon. As you can see, I like that layout. So here, up, bam. Okay, we're good. Now we have the things properly set up. Right here will be all of our tools, or no, over here is our tools. Over here is our layers. So the first thing we do is we get our document, which is 28 by 22. Have it on set to us one layer. We add a new layer. So with the mouse button, right click, go to new layer, and this should appear. It's all settings for the new layer. We want to fill with it. We want it to be like a pane of glass. So we put our fill part right here to transparency. Now, if I go to my paintbrush over here, draw on it, hide the layer, it's completely invisible now. Do that. And so it won't damage the bottom layer. And that being said, let's get started on today's tutorial. Right now, I'm going to be making a bunch of boxes and stuff to that where, they're going to be the rooms. I think we'll start over here, make a big box right here. Really simple. This is a drafting layer, by the way. And to make this more interesting, we're going to make this little chamber like the main hall and stuff. And we're going to have two doorways, one going here and one going here to somewhere else. Have this area. Go. That. We'll have area. It's going to be long. That. Then we'll have a little area right here that leads like this. Oh, you know what? That one. To undo a certain thing, you press Control Z. It immediately erases the previous thing you just had. There we go. That looks good. And we'll have this hallway lead into that one. And that one there too. We don't worry about these two connecting because they're just by each other. So we're good with that. Have big room right here. This will be the kitchen. See, like this is the main hall. Or no, this will be the dining room. That's it. Main hall. Go in here. Go to the dining room. Then we'll go to the kitchen. Large area. Each one of these squares, by the way, is about 5 feet in the game Dungeons & Dragons. You could set it to be bigger, but I usually have this set to be 5 feet. Okay, so then that's good. We can also have an area to the restrooms. This will be the restrooms. This right here is just a simple waiting room, or a newspaper room, maybe even a library if you want. This right here is just a hallway leading to the restroom. You can also lead it to this area, which I think should be a proper library. Also, the library will lead to the restroom as well, and it will lead to a hallway directly towards this area. You can even have a little tiny closet right here, so there, be good. That's a secret. Tell anyone. And the kitchen goes right there. Maybe we could do it. Nah, we're good. Actually, you know what? Yeah. That lead the kitchen into straight to the bath. Also goes to the library. Then we'll have the master bedroom, which is sealed off from the kitchen for obvious reasons, but also the only way to enter it is in through the library. So now that we have this whole thing set up, let's actually begin with designing the real parts of this. So we take our bottom layer here, and we right click it, and we go to duplicate layer. Turn this one off with the visible part right here. So now it's completely hidden. And now we grab the top layer and we're going to edit that one for the most part. Let's grab a paint bucket, and the color we want to use is white because this gray right here, uh, this will be our outside or black area or dark area. We won't step in that. So as you can see, we can simply select fill these gray squares underneath the main layer or the drawn layer accordingly. But as you can see, this pretty much takes a long time to do, so I found a better method. We grab this tool and we can click each one of these. But the problem with that is that once we click one, it'll unclick the other. To multi-click, you hold down the shift button on your keyboard. Our cursor will change into this thing right here. It has a plus sign next to it. So now we can click multiple sections. So we're going to do that for this whole thing. We just click all the gray squares that we're going to pick. You guys getting this? Awesome. What I want to hear. Oh, we don't need to pick the white parts, so. Good book. Anyway, as you can see, I kind of made a mistake here and I grabbed the wrong colors. So to undo it, you hold down the control button and now our cursor has a minus button on it. So now we can click and it removes the selection. So before we paint all of that one layer, let's continue to go on to the next layer or next area and fill in those things really quick. So peaceful sometimes. Oh, don't forget the door pathway too. We want that covered. You know what? Let's make it 2. Make it 2 spaces wide, 10 feet wide. Or you know what? Let's actually let this be like a 10-foot area thing. Each square will represent 10 feet. So that's a 20-foot entrance. Kitchen also has that kind of. Grab all that. Either way, you'll be doing the clicking for all of that either way, but with this method, it makes it easier because then you can select all the layers and in just a few moments, I'll show you what you can do with them. It's really cool. Okay, like this. More, and there we go. Here, I'll show you right now, actually. We go to our paint bucket here with those layers selected. Bucket. And according to here, we have fill similar colors. We want to go to this one, fill whole selection. So now, boom, the whole area got completely filled. You can even turn off that and see exactly what we filled in. That's all pretty much set. So let's keep going. Grab our selection tool and grab all the squares we're going to do, or, color in. Okay, so as you guys saw, have the audio back on. As you guys saw, I made a mistake here. We've selected the lines and everything, so we don't want that. So to undo that, we just simply hold down the control button, select it, and there we go. We have our proper selection. Kind of look like marching ants, don't they? Anyway, let's keep continuing to grab these things. All right. Been good. Oh, and thank you all for joining us. We're currently streaming this whole thing. So remember, grab our paint bucket, go to the F or paint bucket, go to fill hole selection, and bam, there it goes. Filled in that instantly. So back to our selector, grab those set chunks, and we'll grab this chunk set too. This is going to be a really cool mansion. Oh, well, not that one. As you can see, this just leads right in, so we don't need it. That properly. If you guys have any suggestions for music, let me know. I'll try to see if I can get that set up really quick. Oh, and don't forget the secret room. It'll just be a simple hallway. There we go. And you know what? Let's make this area right here a little wider. Go to our paint bucket tool, and boom. Select, and let's turn off the draft layer, and there we go. We have a proper, mansion setup. Looks amazing. All room by room and everything like that. So pretty cool. Okay, folks. I'm going to be setting up a thing really quick for music. Stay tuned in just a moment. Okay, folks, we're back, and we have currently some copyright-free music playing in the background. Hiram, you picking it up? Ah, darn. Oh, you know what? I can fix this really quick. This lapel mic is awesome. It didn't even pick up any of that. Oh yeah, definitely. Well, folks, we're trying to test out this lapel microphone. Buddy Hiram just bought it off of Amazon. It's working wonderfully. It doesn't pick up any sound in the background. I think that's kind of a bad mistake and things like that. You can't pick up any sound effects. So I'm going to set up the YouTube really quick. You guys, second up right now. Okay, folks, I'm gonna look up my really quick. Go ahead and check this place out when you get. Right now, we're going to. Yeah, you know what? Here, let's eliminate the. Hold up, folks. We're having some technical difficulties. So let me. Here, well, we'll be back after these. Okay, sorry, folks. We just turned on a bit of music to see if it worked. Oh yeah, it didn't look like it went through. So, go. Hear that on your end? Excellent. So now I got the YouTube thing set up. Here, I'll lower the volume a little bit. Oh yeah, don't worry, we're good. You can hear it though, right? Hear my voice? Awesome. I think we're ready to, go back to it again. Everyone, these are copyright-free musics, or copyright-free music tracks from YouTube. Go to my YouTube channel to see if you can listen to them. They're wonderful. And let's begin with the thing again. There we go. Back to the live thing. Good job. Anyway, as you can see, how is it? How is it? Guys in the back. Good, then that's good. So, as we can begin now. Okay. This is all good, but it looks very basic. So I think we should make it better. To do that, we'll add lines. That's not gray color. We'll add lines. Now you see the lines are a little big for this. Yeah, we don't want lines that big. We go to, what we do is we click our brush tool right here. Go to the size feature. Scale that down to about 10. 10 should be good. See? That looks good. You know what? Let's actually raise that up to about 15. Yeah, that looks better. You know what else it does it too? Our brush. So let's go to our brush tool. Set up and everything. All good. Okay, we grab this brush tool. Hardness 0.075. Look huge. Turn that back down to 20. 10. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Let's create a new layer over here. Watch the mouse. Create layer. And this layer we're just going to make transparent again. Okay. This we can move out of the way for them. Then we go to our layer we just created. Now we can begin lining these things with the proper shapes and stuff to make it look good. So to start, simply click a spot right here. And we could just simply draw the line, but that's a little too difficult. So what we do instead is we click that spot, go down, and holding the shift button down without clicking anything, you can see a line being drawn from that point. That line is what we're going to be using to draw our things. See? Draws a straight line from point A to point B. So we have our dot there, hold shift, and it immediately draws a line. You can also hold the shift button and press control to lock it to an axis. Now it can be on like a directly 45-degree angle or directly 90-degree angle or whatever you want it. Now let's go down here, drag it there, press shift control to lock it into the axis, and click right there. And now we have a proper line. So now our dot's right there. Now if we do that shift thing again, it'll draw from that point. Do that again. Keep doing that for all our things. So one moment please. I love doing these tutorial videos, they're really cool. Go on. Go. And, just simply drag and click whenever you need to. So hold down the shift button, that arrow, or get the line to appear. Hold the control button to send it to the axis. Draw the line. Repeat for every one of those. Like connecting the dots. Oh. That's like connecting the dots. And because it's a new layer, none of this stuff will show up on the bottom. We can even erase this layer if we wanted to. Get this up. So and we should be back at the start, right? There we go. We have the entire area completely covered. Starting to look, pop out a little more. But as you can see, we have a few issues. We have these large chunks on the inside. So again, let's zoom in here really quick. To zoom in, we simply hold the control button and use the mouse wheel either up or down. Zoom in and zoom out accordingly. So now we're going to click right here. That's going to be our point to start. So scroll down, hold the shift button and scroll button, click here, and do that again and again. Scroll down, click, scroll down, click, and repeat that over and over. Really simple. So start there, hold shift, hold control, move your thing down to here, click, and there we go. Draws a line. Do that like that. Just like painting with a paintbrush. Oh yeah, to do this sort of thing, simply hold the mouse wheel and move it anywhere you want with that, like you're using a mouse. So have our point drawn, press Control and Shift, and that's starting to look more fluid. Man, I just love the music. So glad I picked that for my playlist. Go. More line drawing. How's this coming out in your guys' end? That's good. Yeah. Sometimes the mic will cut out sometimes, so sorry, I apologize for that. And thanks for letting me know, Hiram. Go. That. Go. Draw that. Grab this, flip it up, Shift, Control, click, and there we go. It's starting to come out more. We just have to do 2 more parts. Big T, big L. There, Shift, Control, drop it. Again. Again. You can actually hold down the Shift Control as you're doing this. They don't count as, whoa, what happened? Oh, that's cool. If you hold the Shift Control, you can rotate your viewing angle, make it properly work with you. We're just gonna keep it at this though, so try to avoid that. So hold the Shift Control, click, click. There we go. Okay. Click there. Hold Shift Control, click, 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 and click. There we go. There is our dungeon, pretty much set up and everything. But now this looks okay, but we can do a little better. Like we can make this pop out. So we're gonna do a few effects and things like that. Here, let's go to our trusty old Google, and now we're going to look up some textures actually. Stone textures. Excellent. We can, put like flooring and things like that for a proper mansion, but we won't do that. We'll just use the stone for the moment. Let's see, what's a good texture? I think this one would be good. Here. Yeah, that looks like a good one. Copy that. Go to here and Control V. Oh yeah, that looks wonderful. So we're gonna make it into a new layer. So right now it's floating. Go right here to this button, click it, and now it's a new layer. Now it's obviously not gonna fit the whole thing. So to fix that, we go to our size tool, gear tool, transform, scale tool. There it is. Click that. Click our object. Now we can select it. See? Currently it's locked already, but to lock it and to unlock it, we go to this right here. Click that, and now it's unlocked. More for Danny shape. The reset, we press the reset button. Now it's back to its original shape. Lock it again, we have it locked. We'll stretch it out accordingly, and then scale. Whoops. Oh yeah, there it goes. Just loading it. And there we have it. The whole texture is all pretty much preset. A little too high def. We'll drag this layer onto this. Looks good. Very basic looking though. Not really, best thing. Yeah, we'll blur this, make it look proper. So go to follow my mouse. We're going to go to our filters right here. Click it. Now we're going to go to blur and Gaussian blur. Now we have a preview here. Click that. Click it. And now we can adjust the current filter rate. this. As you can see, it's blurring out this area right here. Don't want it blurred that much, so let's lower that to around 250. Maybe 3, actually. Yeah, that looks good. Once we're ready, we blur it. There we go. So now we can cut out this layer to match up with our floor plan. So we grab this, delete. Oh, well, we grab it with the selection tool right here. We go to our new pasted layer, press the delete button, and there we go. We also have to grab the middle areas too, so let's go back to our hand-drawn layer and grab these layers. Remember, to grab multiple objects, you have to hold the shift button, wait till the cursor becomes a thing, click those, and then go to the layer with the stuff on it, press the delete button. There we go. That looks looking good. Oh, we missed one right here. Big long stick. Go back to that layer, click it, go back to our base layer, or our rock layer, delete it, and there we go. Now that's all settled, let's add a little bit of texture. You saw this layer, right? There's a reason why we have it like that. Turn it on, drag it upward, it covers the whole screen. To stop it from doing that, we go to our selection tool, and right next to it is a select by color tool. Click that, and now click on whatever, and it will select every other color that's similar to it. See? It avoids collecting this color and instead collects this color. So now if we delete this layer, or delete that color, it'll appear like that. Awesome. So here, select it. Here we go. We have these lines everywhere. Looking good. But now we don't want those drawn on top of our regular lines, so that down. And we don't want them that color either. So what we do is we grab this layer and we go to our colors right next to the filters, go down to color balance. Usually it should be right. Oh yeah, here it is. Brightness and contrast. We want to set this a max dark, high contrast. So now that's just black lines. That's good. Oh. Now we just have black lines written in. Now that we have that set up, let's add a little more depth to it. Go to our let's go to our shadow. Go to our filters, go to light and shadow, and since we have this layer selected, the line layer, we're going to go to drop shadow. As you can see, we don't see a drop shadow at the moment. So let's set this to 4, 5, 6. That's better. Let's that color and make the opacity fake completely. Max capacity or max opacity. I think it looks good. Can't really tell because it's not in the world. Blur radius, we want to. Ah, yeah, there we go. It's not sure. Oh, yeah, there it is. See that? See that? This area right here? It's all darker. That's exactly what we want. But we don't want it to be exactly that spot, so let's move it. A bit like there. Unlock it and roll it up. 5. That's better. That looks good. Click OK. And it creates a light and shadow for that area and stuff. Now we duplicate this layer. It gets darker. Duplicate it a few more times. Then once we have that all set up, we'll merge the layers together. Go down here, right click to select these. Go to down, merge down as we go. Go. Up. That's our line layer. So here, that really quick. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna have to just, play by wing. Wrong layer. Here, select all our parts. All good. Go here. Feet. On. There we go. You know what? This texture doesn't. I don't think this texture matches. Let's pick another layer. Maybe something like concrete. Yeah, that looks like no. Ooh, that's a good layer or good texture. Copy that. Go to this layer. Control V. We'll go to our stretch tool, right here, scale. Stretch it out accordingly. Scale. Oh yeah, that looks way better. Let's blur it for a few bits though. Go to filters, blur, Gaussian blur, and we'll blur it heavily. Oh wow, that's looking really good. Yeah, that's looking good. Yeah. Alright, so now that we have that done, let's go to our selection tool. And we don't want it just to simply look like that, so this layer and grab everything around it. Grab everything. Grab it. Then we go to a new layer. So right click, go to layer, and we want to make it transparent again. Okay. And now we want to go to our paint bucket, and this time we want to paint with the black color. So there we go. We select everything, and I'm thinking that looks really good. Well, sorta. We still have this annoying little white line right here. That. So you grab the black selection that we did on this layer. Hold the shift to grab multiple things. And we go up here to the edit button right here. And we want to increase our select, that's the one. Yeah. We go to our grow selection. We'll go to about like 2 pixels. So now it should do that. We delete. It'll erase whatever's there, so we don't want that. We want to go to the layer of our rock layer. So layer, erasing it. Oh yeah, I remember. We gotta fill in this whole area, so go back to our black layer, go to our paint bucket. There we go. Now it's properly all set up and everything. Oh yeah, look at that. Shadow effect and things like that. It's all clear. It's still blurry. Liking that. Let's pick a different texture. See, that's the whole thing about this. You just have to pick the right texture that looks appropriate. See that one? Not marble. How's the music? Excellent. So, the stream is working wonderfully now. Wonderful. Ooh, that's a perfect one. Yeah, look at that. Load. Yeah, we're going to copy that. We'll use that texture. Control V. Ooh, it's a very tiny layer. Go to our scale tool. We're gonna. You can grab this whole thing by pressing the middle button here, highlighted in yellow. Click it and drag it to a right spot. Now we can grab this area. Whoop, and there we go. Scale it. Bam. Oh, that doesn't look good at all. Okay, never mind. That one's a terrible one. True, that's a good idea. We should. My friend recommended I should look for a high resolution, or look for a proper resolution. I'm gonna look for stone. Yeah, I think we're good. We could individually put it up and stuff, but that would take a long time. I know Ooh, how's this one? Ooh, that looks like a good one. So copy that. Oops, I want that. Oh, Control V. Ugh, that doesn't look good at all either. Oh, we're having such a terrible time with the textures. You can also replace those textures too with photographs and things. So if you see like a park bench or something, you can put that in. Ooh, that one's huge. Take that one. Copy image. Control V. Okay, so yeah, it's just grabbing the thumbnail. We don't want that. We want the full thing. Photo. Oh yeah, look at those textures. Oh, no. Oh, go away. Go away. Be gone. I don't believe in you. Alright, so we just want to view these. So... Oh, I just want to view the image. Yeah, that's the thing about these textures, too. You have to go to certain sites to find ones that are free. That up really. Free stone wall. You know what? Here's a better one. Concrete. That's not how I spell concrete. Oops. That looks like a good one. But it looks like it has some watermarks or something. Maybe still, let's use it. I don't see any watermarks that well. Control V. And it's rather small, so go back to our scale tool. Stretch it out to the appropriate size. There we go. Perfect. God, it's still blurry. Really badly blurry. That's a good one. That looks like a good one. Oh, this one's perfect. Okay, so copy that. See? This. Stretch. Black. There you go. Scale. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's proper. There we have it. We have an entire dungeon layout. We should add a. Let's go to our. Okay, so now, right now it's still a floating layer. What we want to do is instead of going to the new layer, we want to go to the anchor layer. Now it's anchored to that thing. Turn that on, we can see it. So now we have that set up. Let's go to this layer and add a drop shadow. Go to our filters, go to our light and shadow, or drop shadow. Zoom in, see the layer. Ooh, yeah, look at that. That looks cool. We don't want it that loud. That. And we don't want it that far off. We'll sort of do on the top part, but not the bottom. So chain that. Exposition. That looks good. You know what? Actually, yeah, let's set this back up to whatever it was. 10. Okay. Check this out. This will draw as a new layer, so go to our chain. Roll this up. Press OK. Huh. Draw as a new layer. That. Let's do that. That. Light shadow. Shadow. I think that looks good. Ooh, that looks really good. Look at that. So we just simply scroll this until we get to the right thing. Yeah, that looks wonderful. Okay, so there we go. Press OK, and boom, we got ourselves some proper shadow effect. You can even duplicate the shadow to create a better... but we don't want that. Instead, want that. So now it looks like it's popping out. That looks good, don't you guys? Yeah, that looks good. Now, you see, we have these ridiculous little black lines. We don't want that. Layer, oh, right here. Oh, yeah, that was our line layer. Turn that off. Okay. Line layer. That. Want the line. Don't want this layer. We could just leave it like that, but it just looks like a bunch of empty rooms, and there's no measurement for it. So it's your choice to do that. But what we're going to do is blur this layer, line layer. So we go to our filters, go to the blur, and pick Gaussian blur. Zoom in really quick. See, it's all blurry right now. Roll this up, it get blurrier, blurrier. Don't want that. Want that slightly blurred. There we go. No, 1. Yeah, 1 should be. Okay, so that. And we also want to add a little bit of shadow because these things just look like it's just hovering. Duplicate it. Got that weird. And we'll invert it. Oh, wait, no. Okay. Oh, you know what? I figured it out. We go undo that, what we just did. Click this. As you can see, that's our shadow for that particular. Want to undo that. So what we instead want to do is select this color. So instead, we go to here and select transparent areas. Want to turn that off. And now it should just, yeah. There we go. Select still selecting them. Color. I think we're pretty much done for the day. This looks pretty good as it is. Now, oh yeah, I was going to talk about symbols and how you would lay them here on this. What we want to do is take all the layers we just did and move them to into folders. So what we do is we right click, go to create new layer group, drag the one we want to duplicate that down here, drag that layer in there, the lines in there, texture that into there as well. Whoops. And there we go. Now we have two different versions of this map. You could also make a new layer for the second part. Layer group, or right click, new layer group. Now, I want to put in here. Okay. Drag this in. Drag this in. Drag this in. Oh, well, that's a draft. I want that out. Yeah, there we go. That looks appropriate. That looks really good. Now that we have this, let's add a new layer. And this layer will be our Dungeon Master sheet. So DM sheet. Okay. It'll put it in the same layer group as the others, but we want to move that outward. Go. That, and as you can see, we have a non-high resolution version and a high resolution version that you can print it with friends. Now let's actually add the cool stuff that you see in these dungeons things. So let's start with the enemy encounters. Where are we going to have those? As you can see from this little graph right here, we have multiple things that represent certain objects. This one right here is for enemy encounters, so we'll grab him first. Go to right here, select the rectangle select tool, drag it across this. Okay, just go here. I'll show you. Go right here, click the mouse button until that appears, move it downward. There we go. And Control and C, copy it, click it. It's gone now. Go here, and now we can paste it with Control V. Oh, whoops. I grabbed the wrong layer. As you can see, this thing's set up like a layer 2. Grab the white part. We want to go to the top layer. Go to here, do that again. Control C. Okay. Now, there we go. So let's have some Control Z. This is let's have this be like this is the main area. You start from here, go to these doors. There shouldn't be any enemies around. But then you go here and you see them playing around this table. So let's put like a few of them right here. There we go. Let's add a fifth one, because they're cool. Oh, how long have we been streaming, guys? Here, you can check with it on. 1 second, folks. Usually just say like a. Here, folks, I'll check 1 second. Wow. 1 hour and 13 minutes. So, folks, we will continue with this next time we, get the chance to do this. Thank you all for joining me. Here, 1 second. Save this. Dungeon Layout 2. Saving. There we go. Next time we show up, we're going to... Here, let me turn on the camera really quick. Camera. There we go. Now you should see. Okay, so next time we come back to this, we're going to work a little bit more on placements and locations of certain areas and stuff. It's going to be really cool. So my name is Art, and goodbye, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day. Credits. There we go. I think that went really well.